The promotion I earned was a trap until I found the evidence that changed everything. So I was sitting across from Julian in the HR room, the one with the glass walls that feels like a fishbowl, and my pen was just hovering over this complaint form like it was a loaded gun. It was promotion day, and his whole future was riding on whatever I wrote down next. The AC was blaring like it was trying to drown out the conversation, and Julian had this nervous tick where his fingers kept tapping the table like he was playing a ghost piano. "Julian," I said, "we need to talk about these messages." His face went all tight, like he'd just bitten into a lemon. My stomach was already in knots because I had 60 minutes to figure out if this guy was a creep or just the latest victim of our office's toxic political drama. The whole room felt like a courtroom, those cheap modular chairs, the coffee ring stain on the table that nobody ever wiped, even the sad little plant in the corner. It was all just evidence in a trial I never signed up for. "Maya," he leans in, voice low like he's sharing a secret, "these messages aren't what they seem." Then he slides his phone over, showing me a backup of the original chat logs. At first glance, they looked bad, like career-ending bad. But then I noticed the edits. Tiny, sneaky changes, missing words, added lines, punctuation tweaked just enough to flip the tone. Whoever did this knew how to make casual conversation look like harassment. My brain short-circuited for a second. If this was sabotage, it wasn't some petty office grudge. This was next-level, someone with the technical skills and patience to rewrite history. I started picturing the promotion spreadsheet, the whiteboard debates, the whispered alliances. Suddenly, HR paperwork felt way too small for whatever this was. Outside, the promotion party was in full swing, laughter, clinking glasses, that terrible playlist that plays every year. We had 30 minutes before my final report was due. Julian's career was on the clock, and I was sweating bullets. I pulled up the original files, fingers flying as I dug through metadata and edit histories. Every trail led back through a proxy, straight to one internal account. The account belonged to a senior engineer who'd been passed over for the same promotion last cycle. The pieces clicked like a bad dream. This wasn't about harassment, it was revenge, dressed up to look like a complaint so Julian would get dismantled. My pen froze over the form. We weren't judging Julian, we were exposing the real manipulator. "Look at the timestamps," Julian said, pointing at the screen. The edits all happened in the hours right after she got the rejection email. It was like a roadmap: denial, edit, accusation, derailment. "Well, that's just great," I muttered. I couldn't believe how obvious it was once you knew what to look for. By the time the clock hit 0, we had a digital paper trail that led straight to the culprit. I didn't check the termination box. Instead, I wrote "pattern of harassment identified" and sent the whole file to my supervisor with the logs and a timeline. Outside, the party was still going strong, confetti drifting past the glass like some cruel joke. Julian and I exchanged this look, no words needed. The real fight was just starting. Some promotions aren't worth the cost, and some truths are worth fighting for. So Reddit, how would you have handled this? Was I in the wrong to dig deeper instead of just doing what HR usually does?